Hello, it is 5:24 in the AM, Tuesday, August 20th, 2019, and public service announcement is, this is Upper Body Part 1. Do not waste your time watching this unless you have a very specific reason to. Alright, make sure that shines real nice. What is this? Upper Body Part 1, beginning of the workouts for the week. It's going to be a warm-up, and then there's going to be the exercises. In between every exercise, there should be a breathing exercise. In between every set of every exercise, there should be a breathing exercise. And what the exercises are, since it's upper body, it starts out with shoulders, which is the shoulder press machine. 3 sets, set of 6, lower the weight, set of 8, lower the weight, set of 10. Next exercise after that is the lat pull down, which is a set of 8, lower the weight, set of 10. Third exercise in that is going to be a medley of tricep exercises. First exercise in the medley is just dips, just 7 dips. Then the next one will be tricep kickbacks. Then it'll be like standing skull crushers. Then it'll be incline bench, 2 sets, set of 8, lower the weight, set of 10. Lastly, it will be lateral raises. And then that'll be a weird one because there's no breathing exercises in between every set. There's just it's kind of a quick run through on a set of 15 and 4 sets of 5. Okay, without any more explanation, let's get started. 2 minutes of explanation. Speed up the video if you can. Other videos I've told you how to do that, but yeah, basically playback speed. Find playback speed, speed it up to 2. It's probably a lot better for you. All right, warm up. All right, start out with some exercises my dad seems to like, and I like too. It's a good way to wake up and start out. So. Just a few, not very many. Just feel it. Makes your back feel good, I guess. So like the fishing exercise or whatever, not fishing, but swimming. And then, which is funny because he's probably getting ready to start fishing right now. Shoulder shrugs and then frontal raises. Lateral raises without any weight. Get to feel the snap, crackle, and pop in your shoulders sometimes with those. All right, and then go with the bottom part of the body, warm up a little bit of just. Feels pretty good. And that's those exercises. Next will be 3 L-shaped chin-ups. These are always a bear first thing in the morning, but that warm-up might help out with this. Sometimes it seems like it does. We'll find out today. Nothing definitive. 1, 2, 3. Then there's that'll wake you up. 4 glide downs. 1, 2, nice. Nice and slow sometimes, really feeling it. 3. Seems to really get my blood pumping there. Some inverted sit-ups. Alright. Good excuse to kind of stretch out a little bit. Now I'm trying to do these, at least 7 of these every day. Fun stuff. All right. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on now. 6, 7. Stretch. Oh, nice little stretch. Oh. Sometimes it's good to go upside down for a tiny bit, not too long. What I should have done, well, was up there, just gotta stretch it up my spine a little bit. All right. Not even gonna, just gonna change the angle. Not necessarily need to change the scene, because I started putting these right here. So there's gonna be 13 push-ups. Good old push-ups. Nothing wrong with push-ups. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I guess these things turn. I don't really turn them too much. Hopefully I was really pushing up to the full extent there. A little experiment I'm doing. Read something about, this is basically not the first thing in my morning. Went to sleep early last night, got up around 3, and I started fiddling around with all sorts of silly computer stuff. When I got up, well, first did some breathing exercises, and then started fiddling around with the computer, trying to look a few things up, some books I want to read and whatnot. And then I was like, oh, better do the workout. I thought this workout would be starting around 3:30. That would have been the ideal, but anyway. So without much talking, I'm gonna try to make this quick. Maybe be able to take a half-hour nap after a shower and have that little boost, or a 17-minute nap, or whatever it is. Right before work. All right. Whew. All right, so 7 air squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the last thing in the warm-up, 7 bends. 1, 3, 4, 5, probably a terrible angle, 6, 7. But that's all right, because we're on to the exercise. Don't need that angle anymore. What we need, I don't even know what angle we'll need right quite yet. Whew. Yeah, I might as well leave that on. I am going to be doing some stuff in here, so I'll turn that one on as well. And there's no reason not to leave the door open a little bit. Get a little bit of light in here. Oh my. I never use this thing anymore. It's like sitting sit-ups. It's like I could use that or I could just go inverted. I know which I'm going to be doing. I'm going to set up the weight a little bit for the various exercises I shall be doing. Maybe a little bit more light. Oh, there it is. That's a little bit more. And then why not put a weird thing right there? Yeah. Fun stuff. Okay. All right. So the lat pull downs. You gotta be like right there. That sounds about right. Upping the weight on the shoulder thing. Not 100% sure why, but that's what I'm doing. Let's see if this looks... All right, there is some light in here. It's not great, but it'll do. I almost said good enough for government work, but that's a phrase I actually don't want to say too much anymore. Don't want to let that phrase go. Good enough to let that phrase go. All right, start out with the breathing exercise as usual. Since the visual, probably not going to be able to follow me visually if you wanted to follow the breathing exercise. Oh, man. There we go. Now that's clear. I will whistle on the exhale. So it should be like 7 breaths. I'm going to use my fingers for the counting so I don't move too much. The brain will be focusing on the breathing. Here we go. By a lot quicker than I thought it would. All right. Now, I'm kind of set up for this, I think. Not too bad. All right. Doesn't feel too bad. That's heavier than I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, come on, 6. All right, lower the weight. Set of 8. A little bit of breathing. Okay. All right, let's get this set up for 8. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Wow. All right. Lower the weight. 7, 10 coming up. After a nice breathing exercise. Here we go with the breathing. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good news is I'm really feeling that. The bad news is I'm really feeling that. I'm gonna sit here and do a breathing exercise before going for the lat pull downs. Here's a weird thought. So, I don't know why, but on Sunday, when I did upper body part 2, I was playing around with some numbers. I was trying to figure out, like, you know, something like 12 times 15, which should be about 180, and then that times like 4. And like after times 4, I think it should be somewhere around 720. It doesn't matter. I came up with like 480, which is weird. You know, I don't even know if those numbers are right. I'm not really playing around with my head. I thought about it yesterday, and I was like, whoa, wait, those numbers I was messing around with, just talking to myself, playing with numbers. I was highly inaccurate, and that felt weird. It was a bit embarrassing, especially because I caught it on video. I'm glad that almost nobody watches these, and those that do wouldn't care anyway if I make mistakes and whatnot. And it's not a really important mistake. It was just wool gathering and stuff. Anytime I really have to do numbers for some sort of situation, I usually write it down. I like to put it in a spreadsheet, and you know, write and spreadsheet makes pretty accurate numbers. But yeah, just sitting around playing around with numbers in your head, it's fun exercise, but I guess when you're throwing around a little bit of weight, you might be mentally diminished, or maybe I'm just mentally diminished every now and then randomly. But the funny thing is, I didn't notice until the next day. I was like, wait a second. I run through the numbers again, then I actually wrote them down. I was like, wow, I was way wrong. So the benefits of at least knowing you're wrong. And good thing it wasn't for any important thing, just trying to ballpark a thing for a buddy of mine. Whew. Anyway. Yeah, slightly feeling it. All right, so that is set up. The breathing exercise has been done. I'm gonna switch a camera angle a little bit here, and look at that thing. That's the thing that's coming down. All right, so that's what we'll be doing. This is a set of 8, and then a set of 10 after I lower the weight. Man, it feels so weird to have that door open. For the longest time, my little girl kind of wanted me to close that door. If it was open, she would act weird. And I didn't want it open because right now the AC is not running, but AC and all that. But she would get in here and she'd kind of flip out a little bit, not a lot, just. And maybe I'm just making poor guesses on her character. But yeah, she used to do some really interesting, weird stuff. Hang out by certain doorways, stay away from certain doorways. Oh boy, I miss that little girl. But I'm glad she was in my life, so that's the turnaround. As soon as I start feeling bad and sad and all sorts of stuff, I appreciate what I had. I got lucky. I don't think there's any cat that would be as good as Winx was. Well, I don't know. I mean, that's a mean thing to say for other cats. She was pretty amazing. All right. Waxing melancholic right now or whatever. Let's actually exercise. How about that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, feels a lot better when you get done. Dropping it in. I wonder where the cover thing is for this. Well, it doesn't really matter in the long run, but it'd be nice to see it again. Oh. Breath exercise and then getting to it. Set of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tough but fair. I think that's right where I kind of need to be. The only thing about doing it like that, I feel like I'm running out of gas. Well, no. You never run out of gas. Running out of energy. Going to do another breathing exercises, then we're going to do some dips to begin the tricep medley. Yeah, I think that right about there is probably okay. Doesn't really matter. Turn that this way. This I'm just going to turn off. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Doing a little bit more on that one. A little bit. A little bonus. Write that down because I felt like I had the energy. So much for not having the energy for 7. Had the energy for 8. And I didn't quite get myself into that kind of tap out zone. So that's good, right? Although, I should tell myself, note to self, this is a marathon, not a sprint. That 8 might have cost you here, but it's not about getting through it, it's about getting stronger. If I have a choice between getting stronger and getting through the exercises, I choose getting stronger. So, because these whole exercises, the script, it's all about getting stronger. Oh, it is at the right number. It is at the right number. I'm gonna make a little adjustment. Wrote down that I did 8 on the dips. All right. Yeah, the fun thing is, at the beginning of that workout, I did a little bit more weight than I've been doing. So I'm upping that a little bit, tiny bits. That machine feels better on my spine. Just doing it with the free weights, it seems like there's a weird thing that kind of happens a little bit, like too much pressure downwards, but I guess it's the same pressure downwards. I don't know. Although, doing it with military press or shoulder press or whatever, just doing it with dumbbells, does those stabilizer muscles, you know. But I like that thing. I'm getting as much use out of that machine. I'm getting a lot more use out of that machine with this series of workouts. And that feels right. All right, I'm gonna forget what I'm doing. Not jump into it, do a breathing exercise. that was the right exercise. That was the right breathing exercise. It's not necessarily more is better. Sometimes it's quality versus quantity. That was a little bit of both. That was a little bit smoother in the breathing than the last couple. And the holds, the other breathing exercises might not even have holds. And this was almost all nose. So that's good. And it feels good. I really appreciate when my nose is basically clear. That's a wonderful situation to be in. All right. Just because fun numbers, I do one set of these, 13, and then I do the standing ones, set of 13, same weight, so I might not even do a breathing exercise. That last one was so good. So I'm gonna put my knee to my chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, let's get knees settled. That's a pretty comfortable stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should have done a breathing exercise. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, feeling it, feeling good, 13. Definitely doing a breathing exercise here. It's going to be incline, curls, breathing exercise, same weight. Let's look at the frame on that one. Want to see, make sure my arms are almost straight. Oh, I got time for a good shower. Nice and cold. Thought my shower the other day, forgot how to get hot. Turns out it just takes a while. I haven't used hot water in a while. I don't know if that has something to do with it taking a while, but turned it to hot. Then it was like, there's no heat coming here. Eventually it got there though, so that was good. And it stayed there. It took a long time to get there, but it stayed there for a good bit. And I went cold again. It's just easier. Now it's at the point. And I really suspect my shower, because it's Florida and pipes and stuff, doesn't really get that cold. So eventually I'm gonna put on a all right, just gonna put some goggles on and go swimming. And maybe that water will be cold. Probably not till winter, but that's okay. Get back in the water, get that feeling of what a friend of mine calls, actually a friend of a friend, the unique beauty of total submersion. Being absolutely under the water and either applying your muscles vigorously or not applying them vigorously, relaxing. If moving or not moving, or moving really, really vigorously. All sorts of fun stuff. All right, so yeah, breathing. Oh, good stretch too. Oh. so just for clarification, some of the stuff I'm going to be doing on my non-strength days are going to be mobility days. I basically decided I'm going to work out pretty much every day, but not like strength training every day. Strength training is going to continue as it is, either Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or some sort of amalgam of, something like that. Like this week, there was a skip on the Monday, Tuesday one. The Wednesday, Thursday didn't happen until Friday, I think. No, it happened on Thursday, and then it was like Friday or Saturday, I don't know. And then like the Saturday workout was Sunday, or the Friday, Saturday. The third workout, upper body 2, was Sunday. So not proud of myself for flaking, but such is life. Also, not going to beat myself up too bad, because guess where I am right now? Doing the work for the health. All right, so there was something else that was added. I was circling around to an idea. Anyway, the idea is possibly as soon as I wake up, pretty much. Although that was the plan today, and I got caught up with I better look this up before I forget. And then went down the treadmill of looking things up on the internet and reading stuff, and that killed some time that I didn't want to kill. But usually the goal is pretty much when I wake up, 20 minutes worth of some sort of exercise, get the heart rate up, mobility work. Something's going to happen. There's always going to be that warm-up that I do. That warm-up is going to be part of that 20 minutes. I wonder how long that warm-up takes. Hopefully that warm-up is less than 20 minutes. But even if it'll be that warm-up plus some other stuff. And mobility-wise, maybe like some 5-pound weights, and just really, really going as back as I can and feeling that mobility, maybe crossing over and crossing this way and bringing back. I don't know, some arm circles. Good old, that feels weird. I usually do standing arm circles. Oh, spread the fingers. Oh, that feels weird on the incline. Try it if you've never done sat on an incline bench and done arm circles. It's weird. Yeah, I don't know maybe it's just my shoulders right now are feeling weird. I don't know. Why did that hurt? Okay. Breathing exercise, got the weight. Let's do this. By the way, set of 8. 2, 3, 4. Feeling the joints a little bit. Not much. 5. 6. 7. One more. 8. That might have been highly sloppy. Oh well. Gonna lower the weight, do a set of 10. Wasn't bad. Worrying about my elbow joints just a little bit. I did feel something in my left joint. Usually I feel it in my right, but it goes back and forth. I guess that's a good thing. It means that I'm just reacting to the lifting. There's nothing else going on beyond just the stress of lifting weight. Although, I had a friend, he over years he just pushed himself too hard, and his joints were just not in a good place in his elbows. Actually, I think he was, not certain about this, but he was all about incline dumbbells all the time. Incline dumbbells, incline press with dumbbells, and what else was he doing a lot of? I don't know. I just remember doing cycles with him. And he'd just do burnouts. He'd start at 5 pounds, 10, 20, 30, 40, and just bounce right on through as high as you can go. And then you had to go back down the range. And by the time you're doing 5 pounds, back down the range, 5 pounds feels like 500. Yeah. And it didn't matter if you could do a 1 rep or 2 reps, you just did it,
I don't remember if we were doing a lot of rest in between sets either. No breathing exercises. And there's probably something wonderful about that. I'm in the, like I said, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Marathon towards health. And yeah, the breathing exercises I think are going to be crucial. And it's something I want to do every day, single day of my life. I mean, obviously every single day of my life I want to breathe, but I'd rather not go. I'd rather not go more than 2 minutes without breathing, for the most part, unless I'm purposely going 2 minutes or more without breathing. But the whole, how should I say it? Well, I think I've said it before, and I'll certainly say it again. You're going to be basically breathing every day of your life. So why not get the most out of it and really train yourself to get the most out of it? I think it'll be pretty cool when I instinctually feel some sort of anxious situation or whatever and can use breathing just to cut myself out of that. I don't know if I'm there yet or not. So far, so good. But maybe not, because, yeah, I had some anxious situations this weekend, and I felt the anxiety. I didn't perform my best. So breathing would get me where I want to be, get me doing the things I want to do, fulfilling the needs I must fulfill and whatnot, and be a pleasing and wonderful person to the rest of the world and myself. Who knows? I don't know. All right, enough of that being said. We did lower the weight. I'm just going to take 3 super quick breaths. Shoot, I'll go for 6. Or 7. One, 2, set of 10 here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Certainly feeling it. That's all she wrote for that. Last exercise is just going to be lateral raises. Going to do a bit of breathing, and then we're going to get into it. We're done just about after this. So it's been cool hanging with you. I think next time, because adjusting these weights took so long and it gets a little bit sticky, maybe I'll just do lighter weight and not bend my elbows. This is going in with the elbow bends. First, I'm just gonna do another, the big quick breath felt pretty good, so we'll try that exercise real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Set of 15 right out of the gate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, no bounces on that one. Next one, maybe I'll throw a bounce on this one. Yeah, first one, we're gonna throw a bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little bit of bounciness. The bounces weren't really performed greatly, as I should say, but they were there. They were there. If you watch them, they were minuscule, but they were there. No more bounces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, this is the third set of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got one left. That's all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put these weights away. All right. Yeah, trying to set them up for next time. Just putting them down is kind of awkward. There we go. Get everything to slide into the slots. All right. Probably time for me to set myself up with a pair of 15s. I know I have the extra little weights in there. I got a couple dumbbells. They're empty. All right. It's been good times. Thank you. Good times. Good times for all. Got my work clothes all set out. Things are good. Let's end this with a decent breathing exercise. Getting a little bit of a body buzz off of that last one. Ooh, feeling it. Oh. Like just, what I mean by body buzz is like right here to here, there's kind of pins and needles. So that's kind of good, I guess. Right? Let's set down my usual spot on the floor there. There we go. Do a little bit of breathing. Grab some floor. Should reload my water sometime soon. I'll do that today. Yeah, definitely need to reload the water. Oh. All right. Very important things. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not going to lay anything heavy on you right now. It's all relaxation, bro. Wow. So there's a lot of factors you can think about when breathing. If you're concentrating on your breathing, and sometimes I can't concentrate on so many factors. Like, well, this factor might be like, how deep am I going? How fast am I going? Am I using my nose well? Am I using my mouth well? Am I holding for a correct amount of time? I don't want to say fiddlesticks with all that. What I want to say, I just wanted to say the word fiddlesticks actually. Such a silly word. I don't even know what it means. I think it might have to do with something with violins, and I don't know. No, I have no clue. Anyhow, yeah, just focusing on one of those things. Like there, I was just focusing on not necessarily the speed of the breath. I was focusing on basically getting what I consider a quality deep breath. I don't think I was going as deep as I can go. Sometimes, I mean, a sitting position like this is not necessarily, I don't know if it's conducive to the deepest form of breathing or not. It seems like in other positions I've gotten way deeper. Not way deeper, I don't know, deeper. But then again, it's subjective. I gotta still, my intuitive feelings of my body I still have to figure out. Of course, I'll be constantly readjusting my intuitive feelings of my own body for a lifetime. But yeah, just like right there, I was just focusing on trying to go basically kind of deep, and that was about it. I already had the plan: in nose, out mouth. You usually formulate that plan ahead of time. As far as a number or a count, sometimes you keep it, sometimes you don't. When you're concentrating on the function of one aspect of your breath, like for example, going deep or going smooth, like not just, the speed or whatever it is, or you're focusing on speed, whatever your factor focusing in on. Obviously, I'm not focusing in on speaking correctly. Whatever factor you're focusing in on, not necessarily to the exclusion of all else, but kind of be able to set that all else to almost autopilot ahead of time, just with a basic part of a plan. And sometimes I don't stick to the plan. I go where the breath takes me sometimes. So yeah, still learning a lot about breathing and going on this journey of breath exercises, and basically using strength working out as an excuse to go deeper into the breath exercise. No, they're both. The strength is pretty important. The strength exercises are pretty important. Trying to build up strength. Hopefully it's going okay. Like I said, kind of excited about the possibilities of two things. The reason I had the pen out this morning is as soon as you wake up, that 20 minutes, well, part of that 20 minutes is push-ups. And I read something about, I saw like a TED Talk or something about, what the guy's name started with an O. I can't remember the guy's name. But anyway, he was talking about a study where they took high school boys and had them do maybe find the ones that could only do 5 push-ups, and had them as soon as they woke up, pretty much first thing in the morning, the 5 push-ups and whatever you could push on top of it, but at least 5. And by the end of a year, they were doing some of them were doing 120 push-ups, which I've never done 120 push-ups. I don't know if that's one set. Maybe it's multiple sets. Maybe in multiple sets. Yeah, I've definitely done stacks of 20 that have gone there. I remember in an hour doing I won't even say the number, but yeah, it was beyond 120, but it was an hour, and I was just doing sets every now and then. Actually, I think what got me onto it is I was playing a game with friends, and every time you drop the ball or whatever, you did 10 push-ups, and by the end of an hour you rack them up. So yeah, you get some big numbers, and you can do that I've done that with sit-ups before. I remember at one job I had, there was this nice little spot where you can do sit-ups, and every time I went through washing dishes every time I washed and got my station all clean and clear. Go do some push-ups, and it was not push-ups but sit-ups. I'm not really huge into sit-ups unless it's upside down. I think upside down sit-ups are dual benefit. I think it's good for your spine because that little bit of stretch there, and I think it's just feels more dynamic. Anyway, so the study 120. I got to look into that if it was one set, because that's highly impressive. It's just be able to go one set 120 push-ups. Hey, I guess I'm doing my own study. I'm not starting out with 5, starting out with about 13. That seems like it'd be a good happy number, and it's where I want to go anyway. As far as like I do push-ups, I just want to go there. 20 means something else to me. 25 means something else to me. 13 means I'm on easy street. Anyway, there was something else to that. Anyway, so yeah, that 20 minutes first thing. I guess that's something else. We'll see where that goes. So yeah, basically, and it's not necessarily working out. I don't know if I can call a 20-minute workout a workout. But then again, if I took the breathing exercises out of this could be done in probably about 30 minutes. So, 2 minutes is extreme as long as you're hitting it hard. And I know that with the comfort tolerance tests. Anyway, so yeah, not hardcore working out every day, and I don't believe anything I'm doing right now is hardcore, but stretching it up to 7, and yeah, it'll be like those warm-up exercises that you see, plus me writing down, and just the push-ups get written down. I'm not even going to put the date. I'm just going to put the date I start, and then maybe I'll count on that piece of cardboard or whatever, and it'll be a whole bunch, and it'll line up to like 300 or whatever, or 365. Anyway, we'll find out a year from now. We'll see what's on that number beyond just the number 13. I think on the warm-ups for the strength sets, though, I'm only going to go to 13. I think in the days where I'm doing nothing but that and maybe some sort of cardio type situation, I'll push beyond 13. I'll just push wherever seems barely uncomfortable. I don't want to go crazy with things. Anyway, it's a gentle, good life that I aim for, and I think I have in a lot of ways. Oh, knees. All right, just for fun. Okay, that wasn't real pain. That was just whatever. Test it out. Find out if anything's creaking or cracking. All right. Well, later it shall be.